All right, what's up, y'all? Oh, my bad.
All right, all right, we live.
We live. All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion podcast. I am your host, KvngBak, KvngBak. With me always, I have my co-host, Miss V, my other co-host, Tia, cameraman AJ, and Amir's in the back. What's up, Amir? What's going on? All right. How's everybody's week been?
I promise you, it's the same old. Like literally, work, eat, sleep.
Okay.
It's good.
V?
It's been a good week. Nothing too much going on. I'm off work until Thursday, so that's it.
Okay. Shit. My bad. My week, I'm trying to share the podcast. All right. My week has been good. Today started off kind of weird. Today was kind of weird starting off. I just woke up. I don't know. I woke up and it was like a weird vibe. I was burning sage. Like, woke up and it was a weird vibe. So I was like, yeah, trying to get ready for the day. It's been on the up and up now. Like, nothing's happened. So
I'm gonna say, you still feeling weird vibe?
No. Like, nothing's happened. So I'm like on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel weird vibes. You're like, yeah, something's gonna happen today.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's gonna happen today, but I don't know what it is. It might be something good.
I was about to say, I hope something good.
Yeah, it might be something good. You never know.
That's what we need to happen. Something good.
Yep. So what do we got? What do we got in terms of current events today?
So being that so much happened this week, gonna definitely talk about two of the biggest controversial topics this week. Starting with Breonna Taylor. Her verdict.
Okay.
So it kind of had social media up in a frenzy about the officers. Out of the 3 officers, only one was charged, but he wasn't even charged with Breonna's murder.
Right.
So he was charged. He got a wanton endangerment charge, basically for the bullets that went into the other apartment.
Okay.
And the other officer, well, he was the only one that was fired too. The other 2 officers, they still have their job. Right now, they're just on desk duty, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing's really gonna come from that. So
yeah, right. Because
a lot of people,
you ride the desk for probably like 2-3 weeks, maybe 2 months, and then you're back on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So a lot of people felt, that they deserved, a murder charge, and some people even said the death penalty. And I mean, because kind of I had my own viewpoint, on Facebook, and really, from my viewpoint, I was just putting in perspective that it really would have been hard to prove a murder charge. Like, I'm not.
Okay, why do you think that?
Simply because the officers fired back because they were shot first. Okay. So they returned fire. So I don't really see how you could make it into a murder charge, because murder means you intentionally killed somebody.
Okay, so in lieu of that, it would have been a manslaughter charge.
Yeah, that probably would have been the more
that
appropriate.
Still carries. It's not a capital offense, but it still carries. Well, I don't know about that state. In North Carolina, it's not a capital. Manslaughter isn't a capital offense. So it just depends.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been real tricky because the officers really can claim self-defense.
Yeah, that's why I said manslaughter.
And Kenneth, he pretty much claimed self-defense, so that's why his charges were dropped against him. So,
Did
you have any feelings on it?
I mean, like everybody else said, we wish there was more done, but in order to get more done, they would need, I don't know, it would be a whole lot of he said, she said, because it's not a lot to put out there as far as from Breonna's side. Like, we speculate, and I'm sure there's more background evidence that could show that, but of course they're not gonna give us that.
Right.
So
they just released 3 different body cam footage. Released some yesterday and some on Friday.
From the incident?
Yeah, but it was after the fact because the officers who actually entered the home, their body cam, they weren't on or didn't have them on or whatever.
How convenient.
So right, so there's no footage of the actual shooting, but the SWAT team who responded, they had them on body cam, so you could see they went inside of her apartment. Because during the case, basically Kenneth was saying they never went to the door, so I was trying to see how far they were standing in the hallway, so I was wondering how far the door was from where they were standing.
Right.
Because he said he didn't hear the police say they were the police. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, the police are knocking and you're asking who is it? I was like, could be possible they didn't hear you say who is it. So I was like, maybe that's why they weren't saying anything.
Okay, I can see that standpoint. But
they showed inside of her apartment and the door isn't too far from where they were standing. So I guess we just really never gonna know.
Yeah.
We're never gonna know.
Without that camera footage, like we won't know. We won't know.
Yeah, so it's been kind of heavy this week with that, and then the next day, you know, everybody's been waiting on Tory Lanez to speak up.
He made a whole Twitter announcement.
Yeah, everybody thought he was gonna go live. We thought
I thought he was gonna go live too.
But he had a different approach. Some people don't like his approach. I'm very different in my thoughts. I feel like as an artist, that's the best way to express yourself. So why not? Some people feel like, you know, he was capitalizing. So everybody has their opinions on it. But if you're not aware, Tory dropped a self-titled album. 17 tracks of explaining his side of the story of what happened that night. But out of 17 tracks, he really didn't tell us who allegedly shot Megan. He just said it wasn't him.
See, and it's so much information, right? It's so much information wafting out there with the rumors and, you know, the actual information on what happened. It's like, okay, what's a lie and what's the truth?
So I feel like it's a big game of Clue because, for one, all right, so Megan is saying that Tory shot her, all right? Out of everybody in the car, she's the only person that is saying that right now.
Right.
Kelsey said it wasn't her, but she also didn't say it was Tory. Tory said it wasn't him. Tory said it wasn't Kelsey. He also didn't say it wasn't his security guard, and he also didn't say that it wasn't Megan. So I feel like Megan accidentally shot herself, and the reason why nobody is saying who it was because they're protecting Megan.
Okay.
And I feel like Megan was probably too drunk to even remember what actually happened, and her team say it was Tory.
Wow. That's a nasty rollout, yo. That's a nasty PR rollout.
Because he said
if that is true.
I mean, just by listening to the lyrics, he said we both know what happened that night. And he asked when you're gonna be ready to talk about it. So it's like,
that's nasty, yo. That's a nasty rollout.
I feel like he's sitting on something, and he said, I'm gonna get back to y'all. I feel like he got more like proof. I don't feel like somebody's gonna put all this effort into this to completely give us a lie. And I was like, if he was gonna give us a whole lie, he would have sold us a good lie.
Right.
Cause he didn't tell us nothing. All he said was he didn't do it. He didn't say what happened. Can somebody tell us a timeline? Like, all right, what happened when you got to the car? Like, yeah, what happened?
And then this is one reason why I don't feel like he did it, because it would still be an open investigation as of now, because the charges on him, he hasn't been to court for those charges yet. So the investigation itself would still be open.
Yeah,
and they haven't, you know, not only have they not charged him with attempted endangerment or, you know, any kind of endangerment to any kind of violent crime towards Meg. They haven't charged him with any kind of, you know, violence towards Meg. So it's like, all right, the cops know something too, because I think they really know what happened, and that's why they didn't bring that charge against him. Or nobody's saying anything, and they were like, okay, well, you know, we don't have enough to charge him with anything violent.
It's pretty much the second one. Apparently the LAPD was supposed to be looking into it.
Right.
But then they said, they made a statement and was like, nobody is nobody's saying anything, so there's nothing they can do, honestly.
Right. Yeah, at that point, if they don't have any information, like they weren't there, so they don't have any information.
And the thing that's kind of being sticky right now is there was no gunshot, what's it called? Residue on Tory.
Wow.
So, and then also, so some of the stories that are coming out now that Complex and the Shade Room are putting out, they were saying that she did have fragments on her foot. So it's like nobody's really saying that she didn't get injured because obviously she did.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I'm never going to take that away from her. I'm just questioning the timeline of events.
Right, because I was like, it was given to us as somebody deliberately aimed a gun at you and shot you in your foot.
Right.
So in one of Tory's songs, he was like, how you get shot in your foot and it ain't hit no bones or no tendons. So it's like, all right, but she got hit with bullet fragments. So that's kind of more getting hit with bullet fragments is not necessarily a gunshot, like entry wound. Isn't it more like a gunshot injury?
Yeah.
And so that's what the medical reports called it, a gunshot injury.
Okay.
So
I'll follow.
Maybe Megan's just calling it being shot. But I don't know. It's just a lot. This whole situation is sticky, but Tory is definitely canceled for now. And nobody really gave him this chance to speak his side of the story.
Yeah.
He talks about cancel culture in his song, though.
Oh, he does?
He said, if being black is being culture, then what's the cancel culture?
So if he's canceled, though, like, I guess I didn't realize he was canceled. I mean, I don't listen anyway, and I didn't listen when he dropped whatever he dropped the other night.
Right.
I just figured, I was like, people will talk about it later. I'm not pressed. But everybody listened to it, like, obviously. So is he still? I'm saying, like, a lot of people listen to it, but they listen to it because they wanted to hear his side, not because they were trying to get the new Tory Lanez album.
Yeah, and then they were trying to say like that was not a good way for him to.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. I completely agree. I mean, as far as him being a musician and him wanting to put out music, that's fine. But him holding his story hostage within his music is what I'm like.
But it's his story to tell.
I mean, it is. I don't feel like that was the way to do it. But I mean, yeah, it's his story to tell. He does it the way he wants to. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I just don't feel like that was the best way to go about it.
Isn't that what all artists do? Because just about all artists, they speak in their mind and their music.
Right, and I'm saying I don't mind that. Like him doing that album is fine. I just feel like there should have been like a precursor or something. Like when he did say at 9 p.m. or whatever, he didn't have to go live. But he could have maybe dropped some bits of information as an IG story or a reel or something like that.
Okay, got you.
Something that did not require you to download the app and stream the album.
Yeah, right.
Something that you could be like, okay, I'm still getting the story from his music, but I'm not having to stream his album.
And the funny thing is, you didn't get a story from his like if you actually listen to the album, the most that he talked about was really his feelings towards Megan. Mm-hmm. And he talked about how he still loves her. He's still thinking about her, even though he feels like she betrayed him. Right. And he was like, you're letting the whole world dog me and you know the truth type of thing.
Right.
So he really didn't tell us what happened. So it was more so like him expressing his feelings. He talked about how his brothers hurt his feelings. Like, we supposed to be brothers, but you ain't even give me a chance to speak and da.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like he was really
giving his side of the story.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
he did set it up to be his side of the story.
He just said, I got time today. So everybody speculated.
That's true. But I mean, he knew that's what people would speculate. Like, he put it out there. He knew what the next part was going to be.
He definitely called a lot of people out too. He had one of them was something, I guess, a diss track.
Yeah, I gotta re-listen to it because I mean I heard it at first glance. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and analyze it, but I'm gonna go back.
Apparently, he was taking note while everybody thought he was somewhere deported.
Yeah.
He said,
but we knew he wasn't deported though, because he's not deported, right?
Yeah,
no, he was just addressing all the rumors.
Yeah, he was on Twitter bopping around everywhere. I seen him on the.
There was a petition to send him to.
Oh my God.
There was a petition to deport him.
And look, let me tell you, cancel culture. Let me tell you, don't be coming for me and Tia. I made a post.
Gosh.
I made a post on Facebook about Tory Lanez album, and it was a couple people that was like, "Yeah, this shit was fire." Yeah, I'm just talking about his music. Whatever he did as a man, whether he did or didn't do it, whatever he's being alleged of doing, it hasn't been proven yet. I don't have any facts. I'm going to still listen to his music. Somebody messaged me and said, "Oh, I bet you didn't cancel R. Kelly." I canceled the fuck out of R. Kelly because R. Kelly is a nasty man. But you can't compare what R. Kelly did to what Tory allegedly did, you know? So
I mean, I can see the not necessarily. It's not the same. Yeah, he was messing with little young girls and things like that. So it's not the same, but it's still disrespecting women.
Right, but we know it was proven that R. Kelly did those nasty things. It is still alleged of what Tory did because we don't know.
And how come nobody wants to give Tory his side of the story? And that's what my status was about. My status was, regardless of what you feel or what you think he did, it's not fair to completely write his side of the story off. And everybody, I feel like, is riding this protect black women wave. Okay. And they're using it as a scapegoat to say, oh, well, he don't deserve no, because what Megan said, she said it happened. This is what she said. This is what goes. Protect black women. Black women aren't protected. I just feel like they're using that as a scapegoat.
Right.
So, I mean, black women definitely should be protected at all times. And if Tory did do this, then he should be punished. However, you still have to allow him to say what happened in his, Yeah,
you got.
We still have some people that's left in the car that we ain't heard from.
Yeah, you're right. I want to know what that bodyguard got to say.
And I want to know what Kelsey got to say.
Yep.
And it's kind of, I don't know, it's just real weird that, if something, the picture went out. So it's kind of weird that, like, I was telling my friend, like, if we're together, if my friend is with me and I speak out and say, Tory shot me, my friend would back my story. Like, I feel like she's left high and dry, so I'm questioning why hasn't Kelsey came out and said, yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
But the only thing she's saying is it wasn't me.
Right.
Like, she won't confirm or deny Megan's story. So that's what really got me scratching my head. Like,
I'm sure once they close the investigation, we'll know more, because if they're saying that they can't,
there is no investigation. It's they laid it down because there was nothing they could do.
Well, okay, I'll tell you this. After Tory goes to court for whatever,
it's concealed weapon charge.
Yeah, after he goes to court for that, we'll probably hear a lot more after, because it's an open case and they can still bring charges against him. So I dig it.
Well, I guess he's canceled for now. He's not canceled everywhere, but he's canceled for
I mean, but at this
his cancellation is pending.
But I mean, at this point, with the streams that he got the other night, like, he could probably be canceled for a little while and be all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
He said he lost out on what, 10 million?
How much is a stream worth? I want to know so I can count his pockets real quick.
Hey, but I mean, you can have the money. That ain't really, because he's still going to forever make money because somebody's going to be listening to him. But it's like, as far as his career advancing. Yeah, right. How much damage has cancel culture done for Tory? And what if it comes out that the way what he is saying is proven? Because I feel like he's sitting on some heat. He said he's going to get the last laugh. So what if his security guard recorded it? Or what if he had cameras in his car? My brother has cameras in his car and he's not even famous. So
you need that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
So is anybody going to apologize to Tory?
How does this work? I doubt it.
They don't apologize.
Will
they just start back and
canceled?
listening.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think Megan will be canceled. I don't think, as far as if it is to cover somebody else, I don't know. Megan won't be canceled.
Yeah, no, I don't
think
foresee.
I think they will come for her really hard.
I don't think so.
I think I think they might be upset with her, but I don't think it'll be like a cancellation.
Yeah, I think they'll sweep it under the rug. She might lose a couple thousand fans, but I mean, they'll be right back. She'll do another song with Cardi, and they'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't think they would cancel her, but I guess Tori is so-called canceled right now. But
cancellation is pending. That's what we'll say. Is cancellation is pending.
We'll let me add Tori to the canceled list. I kind of had a few people over here that were canceled. It's like, what is cancel culture? Do we even really know?
Apparently, when I was looking into it, cancel culture is basically when everybody stops listening to or dealing with any type of entertainment from certain celebs or certain people due to them doing something either sexist, racist, homophobic, something against women, like something violence against women, any of those types of things that is bad for their character, like makes their character bad.
Absolutely.
So then we feel like we can't support them because of those things that they've done.
Because of the actions that they're partaking in.
So are people allowed to like make mistakes? Because it seems like cancel culture is like really toxic.
Cancel culture cancels all the way, and then they get mad at you when you don't cancel. So
they got mad at us.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like nobody allows anybody to grow or make any mistakes. I just feel like cancel culture is detrimental.
I think with cancel culture, as long as your PR gets you to an apology in time, you know, there might be a couple people that'll cancel you, but cancel culture as a whole, you'll still be able to thrive. You know?
Yeah, because you got 6ix9ine. I think he's on number 1 on top of the cancel list, and somehow, some way,
he's still making money.
I was say he
but I think
who listens to 6ix9ine?
A lot of people. But
I think with his is because it didn't affect us personally.
Yeah,
I feel like none of this stuff affects us.
Well, it doesn't affect us personally, but like with his, he was like snitching on people
that was really in the streets. Like,
right.
I get what you're saying. So what you're saying is
he broke the
lifestyle that he's being canceled for portraying
isn't it's not easily relatable. Everybody
like not everybody's in the field. No, right. Not everybody's in the street.
Everybody was with that no snitch thing.
They say that, man, but as soon as the police pull up, they telling everything. As soon as the police pull up, they telling everything.
But they say civilians can't be snitches, so you're a civilian.
Oh well.
But I get it. But we've all at some point in time been in a car coming from a club, and an argument has ensued in that car, or we were in a position where that could happen. So that's very relatable.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
All right. So I'm talking about the situations in itself.
I ride by myself.
All right.
Because you're by myself.
You're the jelly bean that comes in like the second pack in the pack. Like you're just special. So all right. So with 6ix9ine, him snitching, not everybody's going to be put in a position to snitch or have to deal with that street life. Okay, cool. It's not relatable to everybody, but everybody's been coming from the club. Everybody's been in a car full of people fucking drunk.
What situation are you talking about, though? Are you talking about the Megan situation?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I think the Megan situation is relatable
That's what I'm saying.
Just because domestic violence. Like, domestic violence can happen to anybody. And then especially if you've been involved in domestic violence situations before, then you see yourself in that situation. It's easy. It's not easier, but I'm just saying more people can relate to that story rather than relating to 6ix9ine snitching.
Okay. Well, yeah, and with that story, you got domestic violence, and then you got a lot of double standards that's going on with this story too, because everybody is saying, "Oh, it took Tory 2 months to say something. Why didn't he say something the same day that she did?" Okay, so this is one other argument I got in with somebody, and I was like, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here, but when a woman, she can decide when she feels like speaking. If she wants to speak out 60 years from the incident,
Yeah.
It's okay, right?
Yep.
So why can it be okay for him to take his time? And like, again, if you listen to his song, he talked about that. He was like, you got to sit here and listen to the critics and the blogs and everybody drag you through the mud, but the lawyers are telling you don't speak.
Right.
So, I guess he must have got the clearance. All right, you can go ahead and do whatever you're going to do, but he's still going to get ridiculed for it, even if he did speak that day.
Yep, no matter when
he was going to be a liar and an abusive man regardless.
Yes, yeah. But it is true that we normally do take the woman's side in any type of situation like that. We normally just immediately take the woman's side.
You don't want to be what's it called, victim blaming or shaming or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And I was talking to a lot of my friends are boy moms, so their view of this is completely different. Like they are on the defense of Tory because it's like they understand there are a lot of black men that are in prison that have been wrongfully accused. Not saying that Megan is lying or any other woman is lying.
Just putting the information out there.
Yeah, it's just like there are situations where we don't give that man the benefit of the doubt. He's automatically guilty because she said this is what happened.
Right.
So like I said, it's obvious.
Women know they have that pull.
Right.
Like a woman can go down to the magistrate's office right now and say, he hit me. That nigga's getting locked up.
Right.
There's no investigation. It's nothing like that. And then we'll show up to his bail hearing and be like, he didn't put his hands on me, and leave that courthouse with no charges brought against her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that's wild.
We was talking about 6ix9ine and how and why he was canceled. So we understood his cancellation.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like when it comes to people being canceled, do they deserve to be canceled and do they deserve to be resurrected? Because right now we got.
Has anybody been resurrected?
Chris Brown.
Yep.
But was he ever canceled?
Chris Brown was canceled.
Chris Brown was canceled. He went on that show and said, I would never hit a woman, beat the shit out of Rihanna. And
he's still apologizing. He still isn't that. He's still paying for it.
Oh, my God.
Like, with cancel culture, it's going to be something that and I also Googled it, too. And what I had got from it, it also said that part of cancel culture, it brings controversy follows your name. Mm-hmm. So once you've been canceled,
it's tied to you.
It's always tied to you. So some people are never gonna let Chris Brown live that down.
Family Guy is never gonna let it live it down because they are always throwing jokes at Chris Brown, and it's Family Guy. I mean they bring back stuff from years and years ago, but yeah.
I feel like cancel culture is just more prominent right now. Like we've canceled people before. But now people be canceled like immediately.
You can't make no mistake.
It's immediate.
They canceled Drea so fast.
Oh yeah, when she said something about Megan, right?
Yeah, she was like, "I want a nigga to love me. I want a nigga to love me that much to shoot me," and everybody was like, "This is not a laughing matter."
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she was basically saying like, dang, like that nigga love you and he shot you. Like I want a nigga to love me that much, but no, yeah, she got canceled.
So you can be canceled for being associated with another cancellation.
Yeah, you can. You really can.
It didn't have to be you. Now you just associated yourself. You put yourself. So she got herself canceled.
What was your girl who agreed to sing at Trump?
Chrisette Michelle. Oh, she's still dealing.
You know what, Chrisette? That was a bad move, yo. I know she was trying to get the bag, but as a black woman, that was a bad move.
But she did do a whole article about it, and she was like, it wasn't really about the money. She thought that she could bring some type of unity in it. She thought that her doing it was going to be. She thought it was more of her making a statement, making a stance.
But
that's what she thought.
Okay.
She said if she would have realized that everybody would have taken it differently, she would have never done it.
But why do we cancel people based on their God-free will and their right to do what they want to do?
And they cancel her. She ain't made an album since.
So just because, there are a lot of there are a lot of rich and famous people who are for Trump. So my thing is, if somebody, this is their viewpoint, they want to sing for
and
Trump.
She doesn't support Trump.
Right. And it's
she does not support him.
She was going to perform, but we're going to cancel this black woman who worked hard for her career and for her fame. We're going to cancel her just off of that.
And they cancel her. They canceled Chrisette, and I used to love Chrisette. I mean, I still love Chrisette.
So do we feel she deserved to be canceled?
I don't.
I don't think cancel.
If she was out here wearing MAGA hats and like really being on the Trump boat,
what's your name? Candace Owens. Godly.
I probably would have to. I'd be like, ma'am, I can't get down.
Go
with
from
that.
a civil lawsuit about being discriminated against to support.
Did you see the black women for Trump in North Carolina of all places?
Wait. All right. Did anybody watch the Super Bowl last year? Yeah. Last year's Super Bowl.
I guess. Yeah, I watch it every year.
All right, somewhat. Yeah. So on the commercials, and you see that I was the only one. I was at the Super Bowl party. I was the only one who caught this. It was a black woman saying, "Oh my God, he's so helpful. He's this, he's that. I love Donald Trump." And then she like gives Donald Trump this big hug. I said, "Whose mammy is this?"
I got some money.
Yeah, I'm about to say, well, I missed that commercial.
Yeah, no, I was the only one who saw that.
Well, you know,
I was the only. No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Are you sure that happened?
Yes, I'm sure it happened. I went back and saw the commercial again on YouTube. It happened.
Well, again, some people deserve to be canceled.
Shut up, Amir.
So, what about Doja Cat?
That was weird. That whole cancellation was weird.
I already said what I said when I played her song with Ari. She can be canceled all she want. Shorty can rap. I'm just, the song was hard. I had to play it.
Hers was weird because they canceled her for not saying anything. When she was in that
chat
that group,
with the
that
racists.
chat, and the people were saying racist stuff, and they were like, she didn't really say anything. She was just in the chat, and she got canceled for being in the chat, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that one was weird to me because I was like, and it was old, right? It wasn't. Was it something recent?
It was old.
And
so she ain't deserve to be canceled.
That one was weird for me. I didn't understand. I felt like that was reaching a little bit. I felt like that was doing the most.
What about B. Simone?
Okay, so B. Simone was canceled because she plagiarizes. Is that what we're?
No, that's not.
Oh no, that was part of it. It was
she was canceled before
Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Black Lives Matter stuff in there too. Yeah. I do remember.
She was
having a week of cancellation.
Yo, she got canceled back.
Damn.
About her 9 to 5.
Oh, she blocked me. Did I tell you she blocked me on Twitter?
Listen, I can't laugh because my list is grown.
She blocked me on Twitter when I saw that video of what her book looked like, and I started like posting it and saying, I had Twitter in a uproar, and she blocked me.
See, look at you causing trouble. All right, let's see what Otis had to say.
What up, Big O?
All right, Otis wrote us a book. Let's see what he said.
Got their memoir.
I think we find it so easy to cancel now because most people are getting their news and info from social media. True. When something bad happens, everyone can ride a wave of negativity. The problem is there is never a wave of apology if accusations aren't true. Let's move on to the next juicy thing. And that's kind of what we were saying earlier. Like, will there be an apology wave? Because so many people are dragging Tory for filth. And it's just like, they call him all tights and eggs.
Yeah, right. I feel like if you're going to cancel somebody, just cancel them and leave them alone. Like, why do you have to cancel and bash? Like, just cancel and be done with
Cancel culture to me is bully culture.
It really is. It really is.
It is cyberbullying.
It's bullying.
It's cyberbullying.
Because if you think about, what's her name? Dream Doll. Who Tory had a song with? Was it Dream Doll? No, Asian Doll or whatever.
Yeah.
JoJo and all them. So literally, they were pretty much pressured to take Tory off of their
of that project, yeah.
And, so it's just like, if that wasn't what you initially were going to do and you got bullied because Twitter kept adding you, I just really feel like cancel culture is nothing but a bunch of bullies.
It is. That's what social media has become anyway. And social media feels like they can be all up in your business. And when they can form their own little opinions and then they go viral with the opinion, or everybody want to have their opinion. They feel like, you need to listen to them. It's dumb.
They be the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Exactly.
They will execute your ass.
I mean, if you're gonna say, okay, I don't agree with what he said, I'm gonna cancel him. Then be done. If you cancel somebody, why are you still talking about him? That's not canceled.
Yeah, no,
that's not canceled. You are still giving them your energy. Right. I'm not canceling somebody and giving them my energy.
All publicity is publicity.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to get everybody else to get on the hate train, because that's literally all it is. So it's like,
but you also giving them gas,
right? And then if you don't jump on this same hate train, then people are gonna cancel you too. Like they try to cancel. Look, I was told that I was canceled.
I said I don't care if he did or didn't do it. The album was hard to my ears. Like I like. And
so can we cancel a person and not cancel the artist? Because I'm telling you, said you canceled R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I love R. Kelly's music.
I love his music too, but I will not listen to it.
I ain't deleting the album. I ain't deleting the single, and it's still in the rotation. I got a lot of R. Kelly's in my favorite R&B playlist. So
okay, I say this. I cancel R. Kelly, but I can't cancel Best of Both Worlds. I can't cancel that. R. Kelly and Jay-Z, I can't cancel that. I remember when that album came out. So
you didn't.
So that's a country.
So you might as well listen to all the rest of them.
No. I like the songs with Jay-Z.
This is what the thing. Hypocrites and selective outrage also comes with cancel culture, because if we're gonna cancel R. Kelly, you gotta cancel everything with R. Kelly, meaning everything he wrote, everything he produced.
Damn,
and let me tell you, that's all of your favorite artists.
That's a lot of music,
it is.
That's a lot of R&B.
Wrote, produced for Michael Jackson. What's it? B2K, Jay-Z, everybody. Chris Brown.
Damn. All right, yeah, I'm done, man. I'm sitting back.
So how real is your cancel culture?
I am not listening to any independent album from R. Kelly.
Real fake.
That's what I'm not doing.
But you're still supporting him though, regardless.
I mean, I might listen to Best of Both Worlds maybe once a year, like.
But you still listening. You didn't cancel.
You listen to all the other
still
artists.
Giving it your energy. He's not canceled.
Hold on. Wait, while we're on this, I'm finna look up a list of his artists that he has produced music for. You have to cancel all these artists.
Oh man. Okay. No. We gotta do all that. No. We gotta do a deep dive.
So you're not canceling them?
I'm going to say I am not going to go directly to those songs. But if they happen to come up on my iTunes radio and it's my jam, I will not turn from it. How about that?
So he ain't canceled.
So have you ever been canceled? Have you been canceled?
What they gonna cancel me from? I don't do nothing but go to work.
Look, and that's why I was like, wait, I thought it was a criteria to be canceled. Like, what's the criteria? I didn't think I fit the criteria. I thought you had to be, like
there got to be somebody to cancel me first. Right. Nobody but I got about 5 people that might even know I exist.
Oh my God.
So who canceling me? But they gonna cancel me from?
Can we write apologies to be uncanceled? Do you think they would let people who have been canceled write their apology letter to come back?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I don't know, because Chris said she was in a whole article. She did a whole bunch of news releases, everything, and they
ain't letting her in. She's still knocking on the door.
They will not do anything with her. Nothing. And it's really sad. Like you said, cancel culture is bullying, and like I'm just glad that she's still staying, like keeping her sanity and all of that, because she is a great singer.
Yeah,
she is.
You get alienated
really, really awesome.
like that, you kind of feel you blackballed.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, cancel culture is blackballing. Yeah, but I mean, she has like such a unique voice. Like, it's a unique, good voice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man.
And it's like we were saying with the bully thing, everybody feels obligated to, you have to go along with what social media is doing, because if not, then you're canceled. So like when Tori was talking about the real estate person took his name off the house he was trying to get, so he couldn't get it no more. Wow. So it was just like all this because of what they saying on social media. You lose out on your endorsements. You lose out on the songs you put money into. So it's just like,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's all because of social media. It's because of social media. Because really, if you think about it, R. Kelly If people did cancel him, he should have been canceled a long time ago because that video came out ages ago.
I'm 31 and this happened when I was like a kid.
It came out ages ago. Now, if social media,
I saw P. I moved.
You might have. We didn't have social media telling us how to think, how to feel,
and people were still out here stepping in the name of love.
Step side to side.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He canceled. Why you?
You cannot enjoy his music. His whole Trapped in the Closet was brilliant.
That Trapped in the Closet was everything.
You can't enjoy that.
Up in the closet.
No.
And you the main one. You the only one out of the three of us that said, well, I canceled him. And you singing the loudest.
Because I remember these songs. They were iconic
How
songs.
come the people that should be canceled don't get canceled?
Okay.
Who should be canceled and wasn't?
Donald Trump, for one. I'm out.
He canceled the president. He canceled to me.
No black person. Oh, I can't say no.
You be cancel the president.
The smart black people are not canceling are canceling Donald Trump. They're not riding with Donald Trump. Like,
well, they tried to cancel.
Obama is still our president. I don't know why that white man is in the White House. Obama is still our president.
They trying to cancel.
He just took a break.
Joe and Kamala. They already
Kamala.
Kamala.
It's Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Like and then L.A.
No.
Have y'all not seen the shirts? They put out shirts so people would pronounce her name right.
Because the shirt
Kamala. No, but that's how you pronounce her name.
Okay. Kamala. Excuse me, Kamala. Miss Kamala.
As soon as she first
trying to make it sound more exotic than what it is.
Well, now I'm not saying that's how her mama say it, but that's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's how you're supposed to pronounce her name. I'm just saying. I would be mad I'd be mad if I'm running for the vice president and everybody's saying my name wrong. Because I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna tell it.
K Harris. K Harris. I know what K Harris means. I know it's only one K Harris on the ballot.
I'm just saying. Listen, because people don't pronounce my name right ever. But I'm saying if I'm going for the vice president, I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna be like, this is how you say my name. Say it right.
Wait. Nora said it's Kamala. Same thing that I said.
Okay. I'm just Kamala.
Where her folk from?
Kamala.
I forget.
How you say it again?
It's like a comma. You say the word comma.
Kamala.
Then you add love.
That sound like some Bama stuff. Kamala. That's country.
That's like LaDasha. L-A.
My name is.
See, this is why black women can't. All I did was say, this is how you pronounce her name. Everybody look at her. We don't say her name like that.
She got like a apostrophe and thing on her name?
No. Spell straight.
So then why you breaking it down like that? I can't even say it. What was it again?
Kamala.
No, I said Kamala, but that ain't what she's saying.
Yeah. Long as y'all vote for her.
Yeah. K Harris. K Harris and Biden. K Harris and Biden. You just need to know the last name. Harris and Biden.
No. He said you got it right. Well, that ain't what you just said. You broke it down. Kamala. What you saying again?
Comma. It's like a comma. A comma.
Comma. Kamala. Oh no.
Comma. It's
Y'all
like a comma.
Yeah, have we heard Kamala say this?
That's how you say her name. This is how it's been since the beginning. Because everybody else was saying Kamala. I mean, everybody was saying Kamala, whatever y'all saying.
Okay.
All right. I can't even say it wrong.
So wait. So have we heard her say Kamala?
Okay. Well, I guess we need to hear her say it. But that is how it has been told to pronounce it. And now that's why they made those shirts that have. I'm telling you, the shirts say comma and love.
Media, right?
I don't know if social media made them, but I know that's how you're supposed to pronounce her name. I mean, as long as you vote for her, I don't care what you say.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. Hey, Siri. Who's running for vice president?
Now, Siri don't say a lot of stuff right.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
All right.
Siri said Kamala Harris. Thank you. Kamala Harris. All right, you was right. Kamala Harris.
All right. So now, why were we talking about Miss Harris? What were we?
Because they have canceled Kamala Harris. They say that
they
don't like her.
Cancel culture's vote for Trump. Like,
Oh, I've seen some statuses. Maybe actually one in particular today. They was like they voting for Trump. They're not voting for Sleepy Joe and put him in jail Harris or something.
All right. Let me clear that up right now because you niggas don't read. Niggas don't read. They want to cancel Miss Harris for her.
Actually, Miss Harris.
Yeah. I ain't messing up her name again.
Kamala.
They want to mess up Miss Harris or cancel Miss Harris for working in the DA's office and being on that side of the law. Well, she also worked.
Her job, ain't it?
Yeah, that's her job. Her job was to enforce the law. Her job was to prosecute. Right. But she knew she couldn't change the legal system from that standpoint. So what she do? She ran for senator and she had where she was senator at, the recidivism went down like 30% while she was sitting as senator. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, like you can't fault nobody for doing their job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but a lot of
this
people
ad was
are
paid for by Biden Harris.
But a lot of people are just going by again social media. So they like social media said this. Now I need to follow social media. We got a whole society full of followers.
Bully
people
culture.
Can't think for themselves.
Right.
That's what I said. I was like, social media has really taken away everybody's ability to think.
Mm-hmm. Niggas don't read.
They don't read. They don't
think.
listen, and they don't think. They go with the first story that was told. Because I'm going to use Breonna Taylor's situation for an example. There are a lot of celebrities still to this day. They're still pushing the narrative that it was a random house that the police busted into and shot and killed the woman while she was asleep. So it's like, this was the first story that we were told. Right. This is the story that everybody ran with. This was the story that sparked the outrage. Right. And now nobody cares to hear the updated facts of the case. It wasn't a random house. They were at the right house, and she was not sleeping when she was shot. She was in the hallway.
Right.
So we just listen and we go off of what we heard, and we don't really listen to the facts. So that's another thing that
we listen to react, not listen to respond, or listen to understand.
Right.
Definitely not listening for understanding.
No, y'all reading comprehension skills and listening comprehension skills.
Hey, it's tough for the people today, huh?
Terrible.
That we learned that in grade school. What?
Terrible.
We're back.
And we back.
Where would we have been?
Yeah,
we've been a lot.
We've been around. Everywhere. Yeah, we've been around the world and back, man. We were talking about Miss Harris.
We're talking about people that should be canceled. People that should be canceled.
That's what we were looking up. People that should be canceled.
Oh yeah, we was talking about people who.
So Donald Trump was one of them, right?
Right, should be canceled.
All right, who else should be canceled?
Cancel culture already canceled everybody.
So. Yeah, like Joe Budden.
Oh,
okay. All right, no, I'll stand with you on that hill.
You gonna cancel Joe?
Why do we need to cancel Joe Budden?
That's your bestie.
Because he over there molesting dolls and shit. Talking about everybody with a doll has played with their private parts before. Like,
he does make some wild jokes, and then he followed through with that joke too. That was just wild.
Yeah, he was sitting there jacking the doll's pink. Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, he was being highly extra.
I'm surprised Peter ain't cancel him.
Right. Right. I think white cancel culture might get him.
I
think they might get him on that one.
He's super canceled. Apparently white cancel culture is a thing because when I was looking up cancel culture, J.K. Rowling had a whole article about it. I was like,
I think Jimmy Fallon is supposed to be canceled. What did
Jimmy Fallon do?
I think it was because of the Saturday Night Live skit. Yeah,
a long time ago though, right?
I know the Chris Rock thing.
They pulling shit from. Okay,
yeah, they be reaching. Cancel culture will go back. They will Google you and then cancel you.
They in the FBI for real, because I was like, bro.
Some of them need to be in the FBI.
So if they ever become famous,
because then everybody be locked up for nothing.
I'm like, cancel culture gonna get niggas. I said a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, they gonna.
I'm gonna be famous for one day and then get canceled.
Yeah, all your viral ignorant posts. They were like, he said on this day.
With the screenshot and everything, with my picture in it. Like,
because you and your post be having, I was like, here you go.
I mean, you know, I didn't start until the pandemic. For real. Like going heavy, I didn't start until the pandemic, man. I got entirely too much time on my hands.
And that's where the cancel culture, they got too much time on their hands. They need to go to work. They need to be homeschooling these children.
Right. Oh my God.
If you were to get canceled, what would you be getting canceled for? Like, what would be what would you be getting canceled for?
I really don't know. Because I don't say nothing. I don't even.
What you said, you posted somebody else's dance. You said something about last week about not being able to, you can't post the same dance as somebody else.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be canceled. It wouldn't cancel me. I don't know what.
They might get mad.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to think of something that I would cancel you for. I can't think of nothing.
Because I don't even say nothing. Even like I tweet all the time, but my tweets be about me.
Yo, you know what?
I can only cancel myself.
Wait.
I cancel myself.
It's some tweets I be wondering about. They be borderline cancel culture.
Okay, what did I say?
I can't remember exactly what you said.
Obviously,
but you were talking.
That sound like cancel culture.
No.
That sound like cancel culture. I don't know what you said, but you should be canceled.
Wait.
Don't know none of the facts.
You said something wild, and then you said, "I wish it was time for me to eat," or something about food. I was like, "Yeah, she's just hangry." I think she's just
whatever
hangry.
They said you did, she did that shit.
Right. And if they ask you, I'd be like, sure.
Well, I know I'll be canceled for my.
I come to your defense. I say, but y'all didn't see the next tweet. She was hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I can't be blamed for what I say when I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think
I might get canceled.
Mine would be my
hungry.
Optimistic views. I am typically on the other side of. I play devil's advocate a lot, but I'm typically on the opposite side of what the masses are. Because it's no fun if everybody's on the same train.
Right.
Like you ain't got nobody arguing for the other side. So I'm gonna bring you some things to think about to the table, and I'm gonna argue the other side's point.
That part.
See, with me, I'm very open-minded and non-judgmental, so I like to listen to opposing views. Like I like to hear what other people have to say. Mm-hmm. So even if I do have an opinion about something or I feel a certain type of way, I'm still gonna listen. And I mean, if somebody has good points, I might be like, that's a good point. But I still feel this way, but I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. So I guess that's why I'm not necessarily because I'm never so heavily opinionated that I'm like, it's my way or the highway. I'm always open to some more understanding and open to learning.
And I think that's kind of what part of cancel culture is too. Like people feeling like it's going to be this way, and if you are on the other side, you're canceled. Because just found out that the Attorney General, I think it was Daniel Cameron, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
So he found out that he's a Sigma. So I was looking online, and they was just like, they're trying to get a petition to get his letters taken away and all this stuff, saying he's canceled because he didn't charge Breonna Taylor's murders, all this stuff. So it's just like,
but he had a lot of other stuff because
a lot of
married
stuff
to like Mitch McConnell's granddaughter.
I thought it was her niece or something.
It was his granddaughter, I think. But it was a lot. I was like, he got a lot going, and then he was up for Supreme Court.
And he's a Trump supporter, so it's just like, so we're canceling people strictly based on their right to have a different view. Because we're not all supposed to be the same. We're not all supposed to think alike.
Yeah, and that's what cancel culture is supposed to be. If they're doing something that would hurt another party.
I think people are abusing cancel culture.
They are.
Right.
It's like,
they're like, I don't like you.
You're canceled.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like you. So I'm gonna tell all these other people not to like you. And if these other people don't like you, then they against me. And so now you need to not like them.
Because they cancel for not canceling who you're supposed to cancel.
It's too much energy. It's too much. At one point, they were canceling something else every day. Like me and my cousins were talking, and she was like, "Listen, I can only cancel one thing a month, so they got to pick." She said, "I can't cancel all these. I can't keep up."
What is the cancel criteria? Like, what makes somebody cancel? Like,
because they don't agree with you as a person.
Right.
It doesn't have to.
Is overdoing it.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. So just like with Miss Harris, like I had a conversation or actually a debate with somebody else who was against Miss Harris, and I told them, I was like, well, how do you expect her to change stuff when her job is to prosecute? You see that she became a senator, and I pull out the facts and all that good stuff. And he kind of just looked at me after seeing the outcome, and he was like, well, she still married a white man, so she sold out. Like, nah, come on, fam. Like, come on, fam.
You ain't got nothing else.
Like,
See,
that's what you pull out your
I got
ass,
deleted
like.
and blocked on Facebook, so I guess that's a form of being canceled.
Right.
People removing you as a friend because they don't agree with what you said. So it's like, why can't people have opposing views?
Right.
Like, why? Like, what makes your viewpoint so right that nobody can think different?
My thing is, I can't deal with closed-minded people. That's my issue. Like, I don't mind if you have a different view and if you're open to expressing your views, like I said. But if you just like, this my view and this it, and then you start being trash about it, like if it makes your character trash, I'm done. Mm-hmm. That's when I'm done. Other than that, I don't care. Like, I'm small town North Carolina. I've seen so much and had so much done to me. And I've seen a lot of people change. Like, I've seen a lot of people change. And I don't cancel them based on what they did prior. I mean, now, as kids, something was different. Like, even with the Doja Cat thing, that was old. Like, people reaching for old stuff.
Yeah, I was like, how do you cancel
So somebody? I'm not going, if you on it now and it's not just I'm jumping on the bandwagon type deal, then I'm cool.
Right.
So,
but definitely don't come for me, because you come for me, it's gonna be a bad day. But other than that,
cancel culture doesn't have a expiration date, because, like we were saying, they'll find something that you said when you were 12 and you 52, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta cancel you because when you were 12, you said
no." Yeah. And that's I've seen that too. And people are like, "So, are people not allowed to change? Are people not allowed to grow?
No, that's
are people not allowed to change their opinions?" And I mean, who has all the time to go even look at what you did forever and ever ago?
People just,
I ain't got that time. If I got to scroll more than 2 times, it's a wrap.
That's more than 2 times. And so I don't know, as far as like if anybody's religious or anything, but I did see a status. It was like, what if our creator believed in cancel culture? And I just thought that was so deep, because I was like, bruh, I'm probably getting canceled every other hour.
I mean, shit. God canceled Lucifer ass. Like, if you want to keep it.
If you really look at the aspect of things, we have all done something.
Yeah. That
we deserve to be canceled for, especially because, like I say, if you're religious and whoever you believe in your higher being, if they are seeing all the stuff you're doing, what if they believed in cancel culture? You would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, shit. God canceled Adam and Eve. I told you not to eat the apple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they were not canceled.
They were kind of. They were restructuring.
I'm just saying. It might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was a lot of a reach. But
that was
stretch first.
Look, they was chilling with him in his house. He said, "Yo, I'll be back. There's one thing I don't want you to do. Don't touch the apples on that tree." All right, cool.
Did you say they was chilling in his house?
They wasn't eating.
So apparently now we're gonna get a sermon, a cancel sermon.
See, they were pure. They were naked. They didn't even know they were naked because they were pure. They were innocent. So when they ate from the tree of knowledge, that's when they noticed that they were naked. That's how he knew.
I got my boom boom back, you know.
I know.
We are not about to sexualize Adam and Eve. God.
All right, I'm sorry.
Y'all gonna get canceled for that.
All right,
I wasn't a part of it.
Lord, about to get canceled.
All right, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I wasn't here for it.
Why can't cancel
that had to be the funniest TikTok I ever seen, yo.
Cancel culture need to cancel things that matter.
Oh,
right.
Shit.
Can we cancel student loans? Like,
oh yeah, hell yeah, cancel culture. Can we cancel student loans, please?
Like, why?
So I don't have to pay those shits no more.
We can't find something that, like, the CEO said when he was like 13 and like come on now.
Yep. I'm here for that. Let's cancel that.
But yeah, cancel culture. It ain't going away.
No.
No.
It's
Not
just
while
gonna
we in
keep
this.
getting worse.
Not while we in this pandemic.
All right, so
Bored.
let me ask y'all this: with this pandemic, do you think it's gonna dissipate as fast as it came?
What, the pandemic?
Yeah, like when
cancel culture?
No, when we get to the pandemic.
Oh.
When we get to the end of the pandemic, do you think it's going to?
There is no end. This
You don't think
life,
it's the end?
life as we knew it is completely over. It's the new norm. Even when we start going back to opening things up longer or letting more people in, it's still going to be mask requirements. They're still going to put in different, those precautions that they've been taking is going to forever be a type of precaution. We may not have to, like, you may not go to a store where it says masks are required for service, but I feel like for quite a while, we're going to still be taking precautions because just like the flu, it's just like, the virus is not going to go away. Somebody's always going to have it. They're going to have a vaccine for it, I guess, soon. So it's
Are you guys willingly taking the vaccine? Like going to?
I don't think so. I'm not taking. I don't take the flu shot either.
I don't do it either.
So it's just like it's one of those things now. Add coronavirus or COVID to the list of things that you don't want to catch. Like you don't want to catch the flu. You don't want to get pneumonia. So those are things that you just might catch.
Yeah.
So
like I mean, it's wild because. You know, I was watching the show, and it was like a documentary on like medical mysteries and stuff like that. And one of the questions came up: can you give somebody cancer? And technically, it's a way to inject someone with cancer. You inject them with enough cancerous cells, it will give them, you know, it'll get into their bone marrow and all kinds of stuff. You know, they went on technical aspects of it. And I was like, fuck, what if they putting that shit in flu shots?
COVID? Cancer?
oh,
Yeah,
God.
cancer, COVID, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What if they like putting that shit in flu shots? Like, you don't
But
know
what would be the gain of that? Is that what
Big Pharma. Big Pharma to make all the money from selling you medicine.
But a lot of, so I mean, then that would kind of, I guess, depend on like what kind of cancer, because then you have, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, I thought it was interesting. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
So you're a conspiracy theorist?
Borderline. Not wearing no tinfoil hat and no shit like that. But yeah, I'm borderline.
I think
I do think people do stuff to boost their industries, you know, and that should be canceled. Cancel culture, cancel that. Cancel doing that. Do some research. Find out for me. Cancel culture.
So do we have any other celebrities that we feel or activists or actors or whoever that should be canceled? I feel like you have to be important to be canceled anyway. Because that's why I was like, I don't really think Candace Owen is canceled. I don't think she was ever really on. She's just hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anybody. You got anybody?
Nope. Anybody else? You got nobody? I don't like canceling people.
I mean,
I feel like people should be able to be their own.
yeah, like I said, it's a lot of energy.
Yeah. And on that note, y'all ready to get up out of here?
Yep.
All right, because we hit our hour mark. All right, cool. All right, so we're getting ready to get up out of here, man. Make sure you follow the podcast at Drakes and Discussion Podcast on Facebook and YouTube, D&D Pod on Instagram, D&D Pod _ on Twitter. Whoever has D&D Pod on Twitter, you're going to catch these hands when I catch you. Follow me, KvngBak, KvngBak on all social media platforms. You can follow Miss V at Miss V _DND on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch Tia on Instagram at Tia with Tia. Also, Kiss My Kicks with 4 S's. You can catch cameraman at New Wave Lil on Instagram. And Tia with Tia. Did I say Tia with Tia already?
T with Tia on Twitter is T with Tia _, and on Facebook is T with Tia.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently somebody has mine on Twitter too. So
site, man. Y'all making us do these underscores on. It's on site when we see you.
Messing up the branding, but it's all good.
But yeah, that's it. I'm out. I don't have anything else to go
Stay
off of.
uncanceled.
Stay uncanceled.
Yeah, I thought you